Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, as you know, the Jacksons are one of the most talented families in the entertainment business. Now, the siblings have been performing together since growing up in Gary, Indiana. Now, they got their first big break when the Jackson 5, a singing group made up of oldest sons, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Michael, and Marlon Jackson. Now, the brothers caught the attention of Berry Gordy, who signed them to Motown Records in 1969. Now, Jermaine Jackson is the fourth of Joseph and Catherine Jackson, 10 children. Marlon, who was a twin, his twin Brandon sadly passed away at birth. Now, one of the original members of the Jackson 5, Jermaine, was with the group from 1964 to 1975. He left to pursue a solo career, but came back to sing with his brothers in 1983 after the Jackson 5 had become simply the Jacksons. Now, we go to Randy Jackson. Now, Randy is the youngest of the Jackson brothers. Now, he was only 3 years old when the Jackson 5 formed their act, but he officially joined the group, the Jacksons, in 1975 when big brother Jermaine left the group to pursue a solo career. Now, Randy once told Tom Joyner in an interview that from the time he was a little boy, he did anything he could to earn a place on stage with his brothers. Now, let's dive into the messy dating of Randy Jackson and his brother, Jermaine. Now, Randy Jackson met Alejandra Oaziaza, a Colombian-born fashion designer, in 1986 when she was only 17 and he was 24. Now, the pair dated for several years. Now, although they never married, they shared 2 children, Genevieve and Randy Jr. Okay. Now, let's dive into older brother Jermaine complicated relationships. Now, to say that Jermaine Jackson had a complicated romantic past would be a huge understatement. Now, as you may or may not remember, he was married to Hazel Gordy, who was the daughter of Motown founder Berry Gordy from 1973 to 1988. Remember, that's why he broke up with the group. The group left Motown, and since Berry Gordy was his father-in-law, and he thought that at one time that eventually he would give him Motown Records, he stayed with Motown. Now, him and Hazel Gordy had 3 children. Now, somewhere along the way, he began having an affair with Margaret Maldonado between 1985 to 1994, with whom he had 2 sons. He was married to Hazel and had these children. Right. Now, shortly after he ended things with Maldonado, the family would be in for a big surprise. Now, that surprise, the Jackson family and fans were shocked when Alejandra and Jermaine got married in a secret ceremony in 1995. Yes, this is the same Alejandra who was once with his younger brother Randy, who she has 2 children. Now she's married to his brother Jermaine. Now his children are also his sons and daughters and his niece and nephew. Yeah, very complicated. Now, according to the New York Post, Alejandra didn't think Randy appreciated her, but she saw a someone different and a more family-oriented in Jermaine. Now, and as for Randy, he couldn't believe his baby mama would get with his big brother. Now, you know that was a blow. Now, according to the same New York Post article, Randy said, "Joe blowed down the street, but my brother in the same house. She's a pig and my brother is a fool. Now, while we're not here to excuse Jermaine's behavior, it seemed like he was dealing with a lot of family issues around the time. Now, in 1991, a diss track he recorded that by all accounts was about his younger brother Michael was leaked to radio stations. Now, although the song that ultimately ended up on Jermaine's album was different, the original version of Word to the Bad took some pretty low blows at Michael. Just check out these lyrics. Once you were made, you changed your shade. Was your color wrong? Could not turn back. It's a known fact. You were too far gone. Yeah, he talked about his brother, didn't he? Now, the Jackson family tree got a little more complicated when Jermaine and Alejandra had 2 children together. Had 2 children together. Now, Randy's baby mama children was his niece and nephew. Jafar Jeremiah Jackson, who was born in July of 1996, and Your Majesty Jermaine Jackson, who was born in October 2000. Yeah, is it messy enough for you? Yeah. Now, Jermaine filed for divorce from Alejandra in 2004. Now, the agreement was finalized in 2008. Now, as a part of the settlement, Jermaine agreed to pay off $100,000 in debt and $3,000 in child support, while Alejandra gave up her right to spousal support. Now, if that wasn't weird enough, things got weirder at the Jackson family estate in 2010 due to an incident with a stun gun that got the L.A. County Department of Children and Family Services involved. Now, TMZ got their hands on some documents in which Alejandra claimed Jermaine wanted her to live in the Jackson family home, only so he wouldn't have to pay her child support. She went on to say the most of the money she received came in Ralph's supermarket gift cards, where a thin 13-year-old Jafar acquired a credit he used to buy a stun gun online. Now, here's where it gets kind of crazy. Now, according to ABC News, Jafar tested his purchase in the bathroom on a piece of paper. After the Jackson family matriarch, Catherine, and the property security heard the gun, they took it away from the teen. Now, DCFS came to investigate the situation to see if Catherine was fit to take care of Michael Jackson's 3 children, Paris, Prince, and blank. You may be wondering how the half-sibling cousins get along. Now, it seems like they were ready to show the world. Now, in 2014, Alejandra and her 5 children, Genevieve, Randy Jr., Dante, Jafar, and Your Majesty, taped the 6-episode reality series Living with the Jacksons for real. Now, unfortunately, the show, which centered around Alejandra and her children, lives since moving out of the Jackson family estate were canceled and never made it to the air. Yeah, never made it. Alejandra and Jermaine's son, Jafar, was cast to play his late uncle Michael in the Antoine Fuqua directed biopic Michael. Now, the film, which also stars Coleman Domingo as family patriarch Joe Jackson and Nia Long as mom Catherine Jackson, is currently scheduled for a fall 2025 release date. Now, in a 2020 interview with Genius, Jafar said after seeing his dad and uncle's special performance in New York in honor of the 30th anniversary of the Jacksons, he knew he wanted to be on stage. That was the only time I got to see my uncle perform. Just seeing the fans' reactions and everyone's energy, that really inspired me to want to be in the music, he said. And yes, music was in his blood. I tell you, now that is a messy relationship. I'm like Randy, out of all the women in the world, he had to go get his baby mama and bring him in the house with him and marry and have children by her. Wow. Guys, that was a sticky situation. That was some You smell that? That's SHIT. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave that one to you. What y'all think? All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always important, be blessed, y'all.